Welcome, Twin Flames, to my channel, Rainbow Wizard. I will be doing a reading for Twin Flames, and it is the end of June, coming up to the end of June at least. And I hope all of you are doing amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you always for your beautiful, warm, loving comments and taking your time to write them. I hope that you've had a wonderful week, and here it has been very, very tropical. Today's cooled down, so I can stay in all day and do tarot without feeling that I have to go out in the sun. As I'm now a little bit less pale than I was last week. It was really, really hot. Yeah, no, it's amazing actually. I love the heat. So let's just dive into your reading, shall we? And see what it is for store. I can't speak yet, in store for you. So I have already meditated and pre-shuffled, so I think we will just start your reading, my dear Twin Flames. Well, the Two of Cups. Two souls that are longing for each other. But here I don't usually read reversals, but it is that two souls longing for each other, but is that if they don't reach each other, if they don't, take a chance, then what could be this magnificent happiness? Yeah, it will not happen, because what is on someone else's side of fear is you. And to get past their fear, they have to get past their ego. They have to get through a transformation. So because they have not gone through this transformation, the soul connection froze and it was left breadcrumbed. Now, your person, they feel that there is no going back, and perhaps you feel there is no coming back or anything to do with anything right now when it comes to a twin flame union. It might be less twin flame even viewers these days, because I see for most of you, it is for you to really make sure that all the foundation in your life, it's kind of, it's that if I'm going away, make sure that my plants are watered, my house is tidied, pay the bills before I leave, that type of duties, admin. I also saw 0808 before the reading. That can also be that justice, you are supported when it comes to administrative things. There's things you have to tweak, do, writing, typing, this kind of nitty gritty, but the details are important, especially these days. Admin is something we are all having to go through, because everything is via apps and so on, and with the Three of Pentacles, there is a lot of this constantly. You have to do a checklist, so that's on your mind, not so much this person. Now, your person, they know they encountered a connection that is very sacred, that is very special, that for them it's an opportunity to evolve, to transition through their ego, put an ego death. But this process has been very, very slow. But there is change, something to do with you cutting them out of, or you not speaking to them. I'm picking up, it is forcing them to go through their own transformation. There is positive, there is positive change. I would see that behind the scenes. And this person may have finally surrendered to that. This transition is something they have to do for themselves. There is some kind of aha moment. There is some kind of understanding, connecting the dots, why things have happened. And sorry. I've been eating fruit. I don't know if anyone is allergic to some fruit, but I had way too many kiwis. My mouth hurts, so I'm drinking water. I was like, I need a lot of C vitamins, but my mouth hurts, but hopefully I can talk. I got some kind of allergy to it. Anyway, I'll take an antihistamine. All right. So I do see a nice energy on this person's side, whether it is a new person. I mean, in terms of a twin flame is again past life. If this is a soul coming towards you, about to connect or reconnect, in their own environment, they are holding onto an old mindset. To let go of that mindset, they have to take the lead, but it also requires a new version of them, which is also tiring. But they're doing it because of something that they don't have a choice. Perhaps they are a father figure or mother figure, something to do with their earnings. They have to save up perhaps. But I also see this person is coming into some wealth. On your side, you have a lot of strength. Also with the 0808, some people can misunderstand your strength. Some people can see that you are so independent that you can brush off a lot of advice, a lot of people coming towards you, and you feel a bit annoyed when anyone tries to kind of intervene with you because you are so independent. Sometimes it can it's hard for you to accept other people's gestures. You can find it suspicious because you are so used to, you have a lot of knowledge, you manage everything on your own. You are usually the one that do provide. So when you suddenly get perhaps a gesture, you can find it annoying because you are sort of, well, I've done it already. But it says also 0808 that to accept someone's gestures and see the ones that are meaning well could be important. But that's something that came up here. And now, because there is someone here and with the Page of Wands wanting to reach out again. Also, usually when I do these readings, there are also mixed of other surroundings, because I think last time when I had a reading, it was misunderstood because I said a Page of Cups was an apology, and I wasn't really actually talking about the person about apology. It's someone around you, so that and I see as well with the Page of Wands, this is not your person. It's something about someone in your environment, either a friend or this could be a child, and this could be someone that wants to help you, and you could be sort of, I don't need help, or it's something like that. I'm not talking about your person, so maybe I just need to emphasize, I do talk in riddles a lot, because it's you are usually the one just sorting out everything yourself. And here it is a lot to do with your current day-to-day. But there is a person that you can trust. They are genuinely wanting to help you, but you can find it a little annoying. And but it says here, that this person is genuine. That's all. It's more like, that's genuine, and they genuinely mean well. It's not like you don't think they mean well, this person, that you just find it annoying. You find people annoying when they're trying to intervene in your day-to-day because you have that full... But someone here is trying to learn of you. But that's just a side message that I am picking up. Now, moving back into your connection, here in your person, I do see the sign, star signs. If you want an indication here, I'm picking up Leo. That's a strong sign. Now, so based on the outcome. It's something about this transformation and a break, a distance, or is this kind of two people each in their own world, but both of you could separate to each other. Not you might know what's going on with this person, or you might not, but you both are there is something during the next weeks that you will reconnect with someone from your past that will remind you of something of your childhood or inner child that you should take on. It has to do with something fun, perhaps, right? It doesn't necessarily have to do with this person. Your person also to transition, to go into this Ace of Pentacles, right? And it's all connecting the dots, coming back to you, to move back into the Emperor, regardless of the gender. They will also go back to the wound that was established in their childhood when they picked up this ego. And this is something that they're going to be faced with, and that is to do with the last part of their healing. And if you see here, there is a person walking there. And if you look, you can't tell, is it a man, is it a woman? It's almost like you can't tell. But there is a person that will come towards you. It has to do with you and them connecting. This person, it could be someone that passed over to the other side with a death card. You see the gates, someone that have gone through the gates. It is likely that someone have gone through the gates that was someone that was very supportive to your person. Could be a masculine figure, I'm picking up more, and father figure, masculine figure, that when their father passed to the other side, or grandfather, or there's an uncle, or there's when they passed over to the other side, this was the person that tend to calm them down when they got into their ego, because they could have other surroundings around them that was not good for their personality. They are going to be faced or get some advice from the outside that has to do with this person, and that will have to do with their awakening. This is something that's happening with your person, and they're going to give them a message, and they're going to give them a direction to go towards this connection. They're going to give some kind of sign that it was them that orchestrated this connection. It was you were someone that were sent through angels, through this orchestration, for them to help them in the future, guide them through this transition. But it's taken them forever to realize that, because they have always been looking for the lost one. They could have lost this person when they were really young as well, but it's going to be a sign. These signs, when they understand these signs, that is going to help this person's transformation. From you as well, there on your side, there's something about your childhood, something that you will connect with. Could also be a father figure. It could also be an old friend, but someone that you used to laugh with, someone that you used to do silly things with, that could come to your mind. And yeah, it's something about it saying to you, bring that into your current environment. So if you, let's say, if you're doing a super admin job, because this could be a very sort of, it's something repetitive, over and over and over and over and over and over. You could just go in not feeling moody or sad or not even happy, but feeling just neutral about your job. But it's something, it says here, take that, look into your current environment, because that warmth and that laughter that you have experienced even when you were a child with someone, of that silliness, it is going to it's a good thing to bring in, because it is actually also part of your growth. And these two experiences, they might seem very small, they might seem insignificant, or it might seem, what has that to do with reunion. What has that to do with that? But it has something to do with it, because it has to do with this transition which twin flames always are going through. So the Wheel of Fortune is waiting to turn, but you also see the Wheel of Fortune is there's three monkeys. You know, monkeys, they're very intelligent, but they can also be tricky. Can you guess which will you think it's going to go this way, but then you have this person, that's you know, that person seems there's more power to go that way. See here, but see here, the ancestors before these monkeys, they say we go this way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 6 with this one. But here's 2. When you look at the there and then in the 3D, you see here the wheel is likely that it will go back. But it also says go back in time. But then you are supposed to follow the next step in transition. So there is a lot of symbolic meanings I'm picking up, as you can hear in this reading already. Sorry. Now, yeah, it is no wonder here that the Tower will appear, because these transitions, they can seem insignificant, but they're actually very, very significant. I'm also picking up Scorpio and here Pisces. Now, so what is on the other side of fair? For you, it could be them. For them, it could be you. But what's on the other side of the fair? Do they fear you? Of course they don't. Do you fear them? Of course you don't really, because it is your twin. But of course you can also fear you, because it is that part of you that when the wound is healing, right? Now, there might be here a final wound that needs to heal. Will both of you heal that wound at the same time, right? One wound could be, you know, you don't really know if the wound is healed before you try, do you? Right? If you have injured yourself and you play some kind of sport, you will always take a little chance when you go back to play that sport. You're not 100. I mean, you can have all the medical support in the world and all the X-rays and all that jazz, right? But your body is still your body, and it's not. And something could have happened to your mind during the way, right? You have to try it, but and when you try it, it still might be like, shit, no, I shouldn't have gone back to do that. Was it worth it? Why did I do it though? Did I do it because, you know, was it money related? Was it fame related? What was it? Why did I do it? But make sure it's worthwhile when someone do it. So here it is as well. I see that, yeah. With the Five of Swords here, it's very, very interesting here, because I am picking up, for some of you here, could be your side or their side, we will find out. I am picking up that it's possibly your side, and that's when I'm saying this Page of Wands. Something about you could be deciding that you could be connecting with someone. You are turning more into your inner child. Because you're turning more into your inner child, you know, the more you have your inner child, the more children want to play with you. If you remember when you're a child, you know, personally, I think there was always a lot of kids around me, because I was the one finding up all the, you know, naughty stuff, and there was always activity. I'm in a creative mind, a crazy mind, right? There's a lot of action. So you might be that person that is that, you know, when you first, if you decide to take that fun in a way, and that changes your personality a bit, when you're like, actually, I can do both. I can do my nitty-gritty, but I can also have that childness into my work. So, because you are going into this place, my dear twins, now, at the same time as your person's coming towards you, they're facing their fears. Now, a fear that they have not predicted, because now it is about overcoming their ego, contacting you, right? And then they're like, okay, I've done it now. But there might be no response. Because here you are not really, because you have really just been in your environment and you have distanced yourself from the journey, and you could be opening up your inner child, which is attracting someone else. So here you have a counterpart, and here you have someone else. You have the two crossroads. There is someone else here that want to offer you that love because you're showing a different side, as a soulmate is picking up your energy. So when your twin flame trying to contact you, maybe they can't reach you. They could go back into immediately, their reflex reaction is, shit, I should not have done that. I was right all along. And they could get a proof here that, no, so that it's not going to work. So there's a possibility with something like that here. So what happens next is what we will look into, and we will look into your person first. And bear with me, I need to find my other deck. Okay, so I do see this opportunity of someone. If you see here, there is also a Chariot. So you might be dealing with someone with a Cancer in their chart. This person have noticed you. This person, they do like the beauty around you. You have the Peacock. See, they're looking for their peacock. They have observed you. This person could be almost transparent, in way of transparent. It sounds weird. You can't really maybe see them yet. It is someone that's going to appear based on you connecting with that inner child. That is kind of a sign. It has to do with your behavior and something that you will feel. Just an example. What am I getting at? Okay, well, I give you an example of the weather, right? Our life don't necessarily change, but when you've been out of, like, when you haven't had a D vitamins from the sunshine, and that sunshine, you notice when you, for those that live in this area and are very dependent on the D vitamin, if you haven't had much sun at all, or perhaps not even been on a holiday where it's sun, you probably find after a week in the sun that suddenly you have a spring in your step, or you suddenly might get this feeling of, wow, this is really nice. And you feel like, oh, why don't we get together for a barbecue? Or, oh, why don't I just go out there tonight? Something like that, because you just have that energy, something is in the air, that type of way. So because you have that feeling and you go into this good feeling and doing something outside, you just naturally feel that freshness. You are attracting this person. So what's happening here with the Tower and the Five of Swords and the Moon, we'll come back to that. It has to do with what is between the twin flame reunion. Now, please give me messages. Okay, the person that my dear twins are dealing with, and this person here, what is right now going on in their environment? What are their feelings and their desired outcome? So they have been taking a very long time to gain this stability. This is someone that is striving for, could also be monetary stability. They might have picked up a new job, a new study as well. Yeah, here they are, the Emperor. They are also evolving. There is stability. This is someone that like to be in control. They could be in Aries, could have also Cancer in their chart. But I still feel like there is two. We'll see here. And right, something could come up here where, see, interesting. This person, they want to reach out, and they could be trying to reach out, but you might not be reachable. So they could decide that because you're not reachable, they make their own conclusion that they should give up. The Emperor here. I see. They feel that you are cold. They feel that you have had enough of them. And because there's no response, they go into their fear. Yeah, this is exactly what's predicted. This person, so what's going on with this person is that they get a realization about things they should do different, and they do connect with that person from their past in terms of an advisor, perhaps, right? And they do evolve, but they will try to reach out to you, and I'm picking up they're trying to reach out. They don't get the response they want, so they go into fear. They go into I knew it, because they still have a wound to heal. They haven't learned yet to seek the advice in the 5D, to go and say, well, if I can't reach them, if I don't get the response that I'm seeking, for someone that does not have a fear, let's say, for someone that don't have that fear, they will think, why am I not getting response? Is it because I have not been in touch with them for a very long time and they're not really looking for my response? Maybe I have lost their number, maybe this, maybe that, right? So don't take any conclusion, don't take it personally. Don't go straight into canceling out that, oh my God, I've been stitched up kind of thing. That's what they are thinking. They're, what am I wasting my effort? Look at me, I'm in my best age. I have lots of people that want me. So there is this person, they could go into fear and feeling sorry for themselves here because of their lack of result. And that's going on here. They are not, there is this, this union at this point, they feel that this is a trap they walked into, and they feel it's a curse that it was brought upon them, and it's an agony. It's like an agony. They forget to they have difficulties seeing that if they pass the pain or sit in the pain of feeling rejected or feeling whatever they think they're feeling, there is something on the other side, and that is success. That is the 10 of Pentacles, and that is the person that they love. They can also notice that they could come to a conclusion that you have moved forward with someone else, and they must also find someone else immediately. Remember, also twins will do the same, right? So you can live in sync still. You can sometimes you and this person you can be very different and twins, and then you could be in parallel universe. They are experiencing something you do, because you are also, oh, this person is quite nice, and there is this, I feel, so there is something that you both are experiencing. For you, it has to do with if you have been waiting, or more just saying, I'm burying myself in my work and my day to day, and when my twin turns up, good as gold, ready to go, yeah, I hope I feel ready. But actually there's someone else turning up, and then you are sort of, oh, I want to explore that. It's something that you need to explore to have some kind of almost a crush, or some kind of to know how that felt again before you are in front of your twin. It's something like that is happening, where you might have just frozen your feelings and you haven't felt anything for a while when it come to love, or just feeling in love. You could have been very stuck on more that part of your involvement, which has to do with it could be a professional involvement, or how you go about day to day. And it's like you've been evolving, but you have not included your inner child, the fun part, in quite some time. And that is what the universe is showing you, because also it is showing that your person here, there could be someone that can, with more ease, be quite romantic. You might be someone that might not be so quite romantic so easily, but that's what you like about your person. That's how you connect. So it's that both, but someone else will come in and show you that, and that's something also you need to explore, I'm seeing. But anyhow, you could be exploring that in your own world, whether they can see it or not, they feel it, and they go into this fear. They could make a conclusion and say, shit, I shouldn't have done that, I shouldn't have tried to get hold of them, they're never going to respond, I made a fool out of myself, let's wrap this up and let's move on. So that's this person's current thoughts and feelings. We're going to look into your current situation. So I will use this. Okay. Overall, I would say it's significant transition on both ends at this time. The energy around this connection is peaceful, fearful in terms of contact and opening up again to this union, especially from your person's end. And you could be in for a shock about developing feelings where you never thought you would have feelings. So that's what I'm picking up. You please apply it to your situation. Okay. What's happening in your environment at this time? Okay. Day to day, in your day to day, it's so when you see the page here, this page can come in many, you could have many pages around you, many little helpers, let's say, but these little helpers can also be in the way. It could be if you have children or maybe pets even, you know, they can be naughty, you turn, or if you're managing people, or simply a group of friends or big family, something to do with. It's that I'm picking up in this way. I'm picking up this. You've seen the Twilight movies, the wolves, when they're bashing each other. The wolves, right? They're play fighting, and then I don't know which one, but he says that, you know, they don't worry, they just playing, right? I won. There's like this play fighting. So in your current environment. That could be a little bit of this antsy energy. So it's borderline arguing, borderline playing. Depends how you look at it. So it also says here, if you take it with a sense of humor, rather than taking it as a Five of Swords that, oh my God, I can't believe this person acted this and that. So it can be both, but here it has to do with take it as, don't take it seriously. If you can laugh about it, it is laughable. If you don't want to laugh about it, it is the Five of Swords. It's up to you how you look at it, but that can also have to do with how you feel. Let's say if you're managing people, right, and there's been naughty behavior every now and then, and then there's good behavior, and then you sort of, oh, everything's good here now, we're moving forward. But then if if that happens again, when it's that grand finale, or let's say you have children, you need to go to a wedding, and you said, okay, I saw you fighting all before we left, but don't just, like, there is this, if you do it in the event itself, that's not going to fly. So there could be this energy around you. So again, apply it to how it resonates with you, what type of environment you are in. If it has to do with your person, if you are someone in touch with your person, communicating, it can be that it's the fine line because of the King of Swords, that there is some kind of antsiness, right? It can just be play fighting, but then it can go into full on, oh, we said too much, that's it, I'm blocking this person for the day, right? It's a bit of that. So yeah, it is a bit of that, because within your environment, someone that is, let's say, yeah, kind, but they can also poke you the wrong way, let's say. It is something about that. Moving on, And also I saw 0808, it stands for the justice. There's a lot about honesty. You are all about honesty, being transparent for the better or the worst at this time. So your environment, it is you balancing a little difficult, it's more of a day-to-day. So I won't go into too much because you're here to hear about the connection, but it's something about you every day. It's like, oh, all right, how is it going to go today? And there could be during the day, again, there could be, you have to sit down and count to 10. So it's almost, I'm feeling if someone is, it could be a kindergarten answer that, but then it's like maybe one of their parents just came with a message, and then you're like, oh my gosh, don't they know how difficult it is to manage all these kids? And like you say, that it's something like that with the Five of Swords. So it's that, it's a bit of I'm noticing around someone, it's like a hectic environment, but there is always someone that could get to you because they are like, it goes from play fighting and just brush it off to you get stuck in your head. That aside, your feelings when it comes to love could improve in terms of you want to celebrate your success, or you want to take off your hood. You want to say, you know, enough of that everyday mayhem. There's tower every other day. You could just be in it could be in so many different situations that applies to you. But I really feel that many of you in the next 2 weeks, it is that walking on eggshells, hoping that everything will be fine. It's not making or breaking you, but it's just an important period where it also says here there could be one of these 5 helpers. Trust your instinct. That's one that will help. The other ones, for the moment, don't let them get stuck in your head. They're gonna do their play fighting anyway, something like that. Now, you're being protected by justice, but again, you're holding your guards up here in your environment. But you are actually protected here. You will get victory because your own work through what, you know, in any aspect of your life, it seems that you have been going about it the way you should, and you will be rewarded accordingly. But there could be a few weeks where you feel, whew, I just can't do this. I cannot juggle it. I cannot constantly, you know, there's fire here, there is swords here, there is like, I have to separate the two. But anyway, you're doing a marvelous job and you are going to want to celebrate. However, I see also that two people is around you, because when it comes to love, there is a certain, and your person here, there is this freezing your heart and putting it on hold. At this moment, it is, you know, there's a moth. You could be a moth to the flame. When you take off your hood, someone is waiting for you to take off your hood to see your beauty. It's that I'm waiting for the Holy Grail to appear. There is this, it's almost that you have, it's all, if you were a king or a queen, and maybe that's where you were in the old, in your past life, it is that you have a lot of respect. You are different. What you create is unique. People know when you're missing, you are creating something magnificent, and you could often appear after such period looking amazing. And when you come out to interact with what is fun, whether it's social, or when you just come out of the zone that you have been in for a while, a period, there is you attracting people like moth to a flame. You could have climbed up to different dimensions. You are in a different dimension at this time. You have been doing things differently, and you're climbing here to the top. And as you are transitioning, you are also attracting here another person that is walking towards you. See, also you are walking towards your own dimension. There might be someone standing here. You see here also there is someone walking. There is a pyramid. You could also, I'm picking up this, have been doing something, you know, if you went, supposedly it was the humans that made the pyramids, right? Again, it's something to do with what you've been doing. It is the effort of building a pyramid as an attitude, meaning you could be breaking. You could have been breaking what is the norm of today. So here it is. When you take the hood off, you're not sure how you will feel because you haven't really interacted or been in that feeling. You have been ignoring love or a certain person. You have just purposely not want to look. So there is here, because these cards in the middle, even if you, let's say, have ignored them and you don't want to know what's going on, you could have done so by just simply not observing, or you could have simply been, I don't see the hermit, but you could just simply have not been observing them, so you don't know. But you know this person will always be there for you to face your new fears and wounds. No one is ever complete, right? So it's something about that. And there is both of you also faring, I'm seeing here. It's two people faring, going towards each other like a moth to a flame, knowing that we need to face each other at some point there, but you don't have to. You could have just walked away, but it's almost a moth to the flame, you know, that expression. You go even if you don't want to, you know there is a reason, because yes, you have to face this fear. Your inner being is saying that to you. So it is all about that. Where do we meet then? So you could be sort of, is this moth to flame? Suddenly one day you could be saying, what the hell? Okay, I'm gonna message them. Or what the hell? Maybe I should just check if they try to reach me. Or what the hell? Maybe I just should go here. Anyway, there is something like that. And what happens next? What happens next here? I'm going to find another deck, and yeah, I will be right back. All right, so we will use this deck. Okay, what is the most likely outcome? I'm also picking up, it's the expression, it's quiet before dawn, is that? It is the most quiet before the dawn. What is the most likely outcome? We're using the charming twin flame. So, it's quiet before the dawn. The Four of Wands. Twin flame, divine union. It's two souls longing to be together. Two minds not sure what is on the other side. Is this an illusion? Was it always an illusion? A tower, something unexpected. Something unexpected is happening here. Ooh. Okay, so very interesting. The Queen of Cups is significant here. Someone have love for you. If you're a Scorpio, you are their first choice. But this person, they think you're gone. So in their world, they have to find other choices. A connection and a message through the 5D is telling them that you have switched off from them because you don't believe in the union anymore. That is their fear. So there might be them, is that you are also looking at this connection as a lost cause, that you don't have any feelings for them. I see that you feel that there are no feelings from you towards them. So you are here in the 5D. You might be looking, see here, there's a camera. You might be too scared or don't want to look in that lens, because when you look into that lens, you could move into the Queen of Cups. Your person is looking into the lens, they see the Queen of Cups, but you don't see yourself there right now. then something magical is happening. Hope, renewal, having faith and a loving union, and there is past life. Something is going to happen, but it's a tower. It is a tower moment happening here. Because a tower needs to happen, but it doesn't have to come in. A tower can be, nobody really knows exactly what the tower is, right? You can show many examples in your life afterwards and say, well, this was definitely a tower because suddenly someone reached out to me and they confessed their love, and from there on we were together. That can be that could be, a positive tower, or someone reached out to you and actually to tell you they have met someone else. That's definitely a tower, but that also come with heartbreak, right? Or if you're talking about more serious stuff, you lost your job or lost your house. I do not see that it is a negative tower, right? I see that it is something that you wished for with the Aladdin's lamp, that it looks like, at least you wished for, but you stopped believing in it. I think last time we spoke about, I don't know if there was one reading, that was Scorpio actually. So this might be relevant for Scorpio. Someone with Scorpio in their chart is something about believing in the never-ending story. Look into the lens. How did it think about how it made you feel. Don't think so much about the person. It sounds weird, but it has to do with, I'm not really picking up that story here. I am just picking up, you manifested something you don't think that you want, because you don't want to look into the lens, you looked away. It's not about believing in the story. It is about you not wanting to face your feelings because you feel that your feelings will get you in trouble. Or you feel that you don't want to know what you feel because you got used to not feeling anything at all. So you don't want to experience looking through the lens. You are saying, I know what's in that lens, that's fine. It's parked, done with it. Anyway, something is... So here, 5 of Swords. Someone is riding through the dark, right? Darkness. Nothing might not happen, but they are facing their fears in the darkness. They know what is their first choice in love. They know you are their twin. But have to release the sadness, have to release the fear of being left out in the cold, have to keep their cool. See here, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 is a temporary, you can go fully in to feel that paralyzing, see here, the 5 of Wands is funny, speaking of the wolves in Twilight. See here, the humans become wolf and then they fight. They can scratch each other a lot more when they're wolves because they're a wolf. But if you go back to a human, if you then throw a rock at their head, that's going to be the end, right? 5 of Pentacles, that's going to be the end. So it is that it can, see, this is the point with this is it can be a delicate moment to show either way, either person here to show a certain attitude, because there's one person, I feel it's them, are more fragile than the other. See here, High Priestess. So, see here, there is this options, there is someone wanting to feel love, wanting to come together. The Queen of Cups could feel it's a burden. The Queen of Cups is thinking of, I've been thinking too much negative about this person to even want to look at those old pictures. I've seen them before. Don't do nothing for me. Don't do nothing for me. Your person here is staying put. They are hoping you won't growl at them, or you're in 5D. They're hoping that you will let them in. But see, what's gonna happen is that they have to go through another test. You're not doing it on purpose. I don't see that you are doing it on purpose. but it's something that you want to do for yourself. And I see that you don't actually, to get back to your feelings for them, and you might say, well, I don't want any feelings for them. I don't have to have feelings for them. I've said I'm done. So, you know, that could be so. But you know, as usual in these readings here, it is, you know, that journey. But what I'm seeing here, for you, it is easier to feel something for someone else at this time. It is easier for you to look at the new and feel those feelings at this time, because you don't even want to look at them, because you are not really, what you just don't want to. So that's your place. But that might be that in the future, because when you had this experience, there's something about you having to feel something positive in love that is guaranteed positive, or at least guaranteed something that feels very easy, something that feels very easy and playful. But with them, it will never feel quite easy and playful, because there is history, there has been trouble, there has been this, that, and the other, and you simply do not want to face it right now. You want to face something new. Oh, sorry, I have an issue today with I have some kind of allergy to the fruits. And actually, just speaking of, maybe it's a sign. Of course, that will pass. Enough about my issues. It's as if, for example, my thought now is that I would never have kiwis ever again. It's the worst fruit in the world. But it's the reason I ate it is because there is also a lot of good in it, right? Anyway, so it can also be a sign here that you are, no, I'm not going that way. Because if you see here, it's something about a tower. It's shaky. It wants to come together. It wants to come together. It is divinely guided. It is a twin flame union, but it is a long way to see that colorful, you know, there is only one of you are seeing colors at this time, and you might see colors with someone else here, because around this union, there is a tower. A tower, it is about that. If you leave them in the cold, they get pissed off, and they'll do, like, you know, there's something about, I don't know what they do, nothing bad, of course. It is that they're just growling to themselves. They could be like, oh, I knew it, why did I do that? It's that little bit of bickering, but they know they can't really be that upset. But you are sort of, I'm staying in the cold here. I'm happy connecting with them in the 5D. So many of you could be very highly spiritual, which is very common for twin flames, that the world of 5D, your own world, beyond that hood, it's a magnificent world to you. And actually, you see the colors, but you prefer to connect with your person in the 5D. You see 5D and 3D equal. If not, you are more in the 5D. Therefore, you are constantly protected and you feel this bliss. But your person, they are not right now in this 5D, and they are growling because they don't understand that you're sending them an invite in via the 5D. They don't want to meet you there. So there is this tower, because it's falling apart. There, see here, the tower is falling apart, and they're sort of, I'm on my last, in their mind, I'm on my last. Here it is, sort of, it's unexpected, right? See here, it's already on this tower here, it's already fallen. The top has fallen off. There has been lightning. And why is the lightning here? Why is the lightning? Where is it coming from, right? Because it's not thunder that is doing it. What is the lightning in this connection? What is it? Now, it has to do with keeping up boundaries. And what is this bird? What an awful creature. What an awful creature that is. Your person might have a tattoo in their neck. See, they have a wand there, but I don't think they want to bash that creature. There could be a creature around it, but I haven't really seen. So when we go back to the 5 of Wands, there could be these creatures that are causing havoc, right? around them. There could be some like temptations, whatnot. There could be their thoughts. Is a temptation. It is something about. It's something about. A fight wanting to happen. So if it is not between you and them directly, someone wants to poke in you. Is that it's that even you are really patient, you're really calm, you're in your 5D. Someone wants to poke in you. They really want to poke in you, or whatever that takes, they want to poke in you, right? So this could be, if you, I don't have children, but I do, of course, have family and friends having children. Of course, you can see when the child is poking. I actually remember this episode that was in a flight. The child didn't want to sit down, and eventually everyone looked up, and it was actually the child that stood in its seat, and the flight wouldn't take off because the child couldn't sit down. And the child was not listening to the mother. And in the end, for a long time, and a lot of passengers probably had mixed feelings. Some were like, eyeing to each other, someone can't look after their child, or someone was like probably rolling their eye. I probably might be one of them, but at the same time, okay, that's unnecessary. It's a child, just these things can happen, right? But it's something to do with or we can have a fight here, we can have a reaction here, or we can just stay calm. You have a choice. This is very much about a choice. 5 is usually, for me, you have a choice how you look at it. It can be someone is poking in you, and you can, at the wrong time of the day, right? If you're really tired or something like that, you can definitely have a reaction. But if you have a reaction, what is it worth? And afterwards, no point having a reaction, but it's just boiling water, right? It can boil over any moment. All right. What is the most likely outcome? Oh, that was the wrong way. But oh my goodness, this kiwi is going to be banned from my fruits. Put it on my fridge. No kiwis for you. Three of Pentacles. Collaboration. Page of Wands. Page of Cups. 3 of Swords. Okay, I see it. Okay. You have a new opportunity. The new opportunity could be in love. There is an invitation as well. For some of you, this is an invitation. 2 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, again the High Priestess, and the Judgment. See, here it is something to do with this, right? There's an invitation, but the invitation is not coming through. It is not coming to you via the 3D methods. This goes both ways. The answer is within the 5D, and that's where you will decline or say yes to an invite. So for the time being, I'm going down this way. Ooh. Oh my God. Wow. All right. This is talking about you and your intuition. Do not tell me that is a kiwi. It's a papaya, it looks like. Now that's a fruit I approve of. Okay. All right. So You are in your 5D world when it comes to this union. You are really staying you are staying put in your own world, in your own lane. As soon as you look left or right, you could be stared of course, or you could be poked in by these ones. There is someone here that is striving to get your attention because they are hurt, they're wounded. There is something about they have a wound. They have decided that, they have a wound, you have rejected them. But you hear there is something that you are avoiding here. You are avoiding chaos because you are very, very, very determined to stay in your 5D world. You could be going through here with a judgment and awakening. And the awakening could go like this. It could be one day where you feel that, isn't life beautiful? Or you could be in a setting where you think, wow, this person is so kind to me, or it feels so good. But as soon as you flinch, someone want to let you know that you hurt them. It doesn't have to be this person, by the way. It doesn't have to be this person. It can also be a female, perhaps. It's someone around you. It could be a Libra, Pisces. You could be a Pisces. It is something about you are going through an awakening, which comes in that every other day, for example, right? You have to go through this awakening, and the outside world might not understand it. So if you ask for their opinion, their opinion of you going through an awakening in that way is that you left us and you don't care and we are hurt. Is that. And for you, it is also a burden in a way, if you look at it, because to go through this change, you know that you have to sacrifice the 3D world for the time being. And when you get out from that 5D world where you're going through an upgrade, you are going to take a risk that some people that were close, might it be friends, might it be a person, is not going to be there, and they might hold a grudge towards you. But you have decided that is fine with you. It is something about here. How many high priestess do you need? Is that you are the keeper of the faith. You are keeping the faith of, I am doing something I can't explain, but I have to do it. I have to do it for me. To hell with all the chaos outside the walls. They are going to be fine without me, as if I am dead. It sounds very brutal, but it's something about you deciding I am not. When I say I'm not ready to take off my, see here, that hood, right? It's probably called something else, but I am not ready to take it off because I'm doing work for me. This is for the greater good. This is it's something about the keeper of the faith. And if you go into any religion or any keeper of the faith in any, you can, what was the movie that came on my mind? It was like one of these new Viking series, right? Where she just separated from her king. She's pregnant, and she was taken into, this place where it seemed like to be magnificent, that, okay, I found my place. I'm going to have my baby. I'm the leader. I'm doing something that I was called to do. But as she get there, she discovered in that city that she's in, that they are traitors. That's not where her journey ends. They try to steal her baby. They try to kill her. She has to get back up and fight them, but she did not expect that. And she also sacrificed her person. She also sacrificed the person she loved, and this person is on another journey. The series called Valhalla. So it is the same here. You are prepared here to sacrifice your person in this journey because you have to evolve on your own and you cannot evolve with them. But they are angry because they can't get hold of you. You might be missing and they don't understand it, for example. There might also be people around you that don't understand why you're doing what you're doing, because you can't explain it. You are just doing it. See here, the high priestess, the high priestess, the high priestess, the high priestess. Where is the... No, that's about it. But the Queen of Cups, it is... Oh, my throat, my goodness. It is something that you're doing that is to do with your faith. To do with keeping of your faith. It has also B and J. I never saw that before. Now it could be that your name is starting with your B or J. Something with number 2 could be significant. You could have number 2 in your chart. Your person could have number 2 in their chart. It is something that you have to go through, and you know that you have to go through a battlefield whilst you do it. And there are people around you that you will shed, that will be difficult for them to understand, because you are entering into a new dimension. And that sounds really out there, but it's about something happening within you. And it seems that it's over. It seems it's tipping over the cups. But see here as well, the faith. Okay, let's continue. Where we are. Okay. Very interesting reading. This has definitely to do with an upgrade. An upgrade of who you were before is the person that you will shed. At the same time, you will temporarily shed many around you, and some might not come back. But you are fine with the outcome. What else here for my dear twins? And something about purity as well is coming up here. Purity. Maybe drinking more water. And you see also she's dressed in white here. Now it is something also, there is a sign, angels coming to see you. It's more than synchronicities. This is key to, you are going to be tested. What is your real faith? And it requires rest, and it requires solitude. You have a purpose here, and you have to distance yourself from the world. Now, see here the Hierophant. The Hierophant here, it is about manifesting. It is also here, if you notice, when you're going through an upgrade, and for those of you that know what I'm talking about, it might be something out there. I think it's something you might learn when you are older, because I think, I mean, personally, certain parts of my life, that type of lingo, I probably didn't really understand. It depends what language you are. I think sometimes, yeah, just depends because it doesn't have to be complex, but it is that of, it's as if you're manifesting. You're manifesting every day, and when you stay in that lane, you manifest. But constantly around you, there will be little reminders that you are being poked in. You constantly are being poked in, constantly, and you could be triggered. And actually, it can be being poked in. It could be people trying to get into your world, but by being nice. But you have to decide what's nice, because nice, the thing is, people that actually are, it is people that are nice, or incident that seem nice is the one. And when you are involved, you can actually see it always comes as someone being nice when it's not being nice. For that, I mean, let's say that you have said you want your alone time. Then someone calls you and say, oh, would you like to come to, invite you somewhere, right? So it's that, oh, how nice. So there could be many desperate attempts to breach into your world, and it comes in forms of, wow, hey, I I know you're occupied, but you know, I just want to tell you this. So you have this energy around you. It's actually not, I don't really see that the energy around you is that, oh, you know, I want to argue with you. It's not that. It's in form of intruding in your world when you have said, or you're showing by just being in silence, don't intrude in my world. And for those of you that do, I will remember who tried to break my boundaries. And right, so there is this, see this like black thing here again, there's this kind of, you could be triggered along the way, and to keep your cool and not pay attention, it's a little bit of a game. So we have here, so this is, yeah, it's coming nicely into, there is going to be a magnificent test, and the test will be this. There will be you being triggered during this journey. But if you have set yourself a goal, let's say you have just whatever goal it is, it does not have to mean that you are locked up in a chapel for 10 days and you have to do that. It can simply be something you have decided that is to do with your goal, but you know that if you could say straight out, oh, to do this goal, this is exactly how to get there faster. This is what I need to do. But if I had to ask everybody for permission how I do it, I would never get approval, right? Something like that. So it says here, do have the faith that whatever you're doing for the greater good, and you do not need any explanation. If you start explaining yourself to your surroundings, you will be delayed. So the faster you get on with it, the faster this upgrade is going to happen. Yes, there will be. So for example, here you will see someone coming to you with so Knight of Cups. Who is this Knight of Cups? This could be someone that have just become single, that is very excited to go towards you. You also have here an invitation. Yeah, an invitation. Let's put these here. I feel they go together here. You could meet someone at an event that is unforeseen. It has to do with you sticking through an upgrade. You are meant to meet someone. This could be a new person. It's got to do with your upgrade. Here's your twin there, the Emperor, regardless of the gender. Within the mix of this union, if we go into the 3D world where you might say, this person is in a third party situation, that could come up here. So you know that they're in a third party situation. You know that you haven't seen proof. You've seen proof they are, you have not seen proof they are not. So you are sort of, I don't want to speak to them. That's them. I don't trust them. So that could be for some of you that is why also you are staying away from this person and this union. So it is something about this, the whole, obviously this is happening in, it's not like a long dragged on Netflix series, but well, it probably is. It is that right now it's the advices, and your own advice is you have to do something to do your own upgrade that will not make sense to anyone else. And if you say it to anyone, you might not get support, and you might disappoint people because it means that you are absent. However, it is a must for you to do it for you. So you decide for you, because also remember that there is someone here that could give an illusion that, well, I'm only here for this period and I'm forever going to be gone. So it's you actually do not let any sort of, see, if you see in this reading though, there have not been a devil once. But we see picking up really, at least my eye is catching it, is this weird creatures. Is like, because I get drawn to different things, different readings, right? And the cards I've always had them since forever. But in this reading, I'm drawn to the small creatures here. This one here, the cat. Obviously, it's a cat, but that's a creature, and this is a creature here. If you see it, you might not see it here, but I get drawn to something that is black. Even here, the small black, right? It's just, it has to do with there could be moments where you are triggered, and there is something that inside of you isn't healed. So that could be that, oh, that person poked me and I just get so angry. And anger is especially, for us females, God help, we have our hormones, we have that to blame on, right? If someone poked you, that if you have a strong those you'd be like, don't do it, then you will get a fiery reaction, for example, or it's something like that. Or for males, there is this that I've been working, just giving you an example, I've been working long hours here, and I'm doing everything to get bread on the table or whatnot, or I'm doing everything for my company, and then someone dares to poke in me and you react. Here, there's going to be a lot of little tests over the next 2 weeks, that if you are exposed to the outside world, there's going to be so many things poking in you. But whenever something is poking in you, say to yourself, thank you, universe, for showing me that I am on the right path. Thank you for showing me that I am going the right direction for me. Thank you for showing me that I am upgrading, and that I'm noticing what I might not have noticed before. It is that these little things out there is poking me. There's a bat out of hell suddenly. But you know what? Let it fly. Let it fly by, and I'll stay in my lane, because I know if the rewards of keeping in that lane, whatever I need to do, it is rewarding. It is rewarding, and I will still reach that, but I don't really need to stop over constantly. So here, a Page of Cups. Again, 5 of Wands, Page of Cups. For some reason, I have 2 of these things. Okay, well, it's here for a reason, Page of Cups. There could be 2 invites coming your way. Competition for you, competition for your attention, competition for the Queen of Cups. Truth is spoken. There could be one person, see here, you have the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords here, and the High Priestess again. Now, someone is noticing that people, if it, suitors, if that's how it is talking about you. It could just be crowds talking about you. There's a lot of noise around you. And it is this again, you could be the leader. They know that you are the leader without saying that you are a leader. There is a reason why you are the leader of your group, even if you're not, even if it's someone else that is the boss, if that is, or even if you're in a spiritual society, there could be a guru. But there is many following you, and without you asking for it, they're following you by you simply staying in your lane with your eyes closed. Your eyes are closed. You've seen the truth, what you need to do, and you have been experimenting what happens when you drift out, and it doesn't bring you closer to your divine counterpart. So with your eyes closed, you feel an invitation coming to you through the 5D. In this invitation, there is also a new person that is not your counterpart. This person is a King of Swords. They are straight talking. This is someone that wants to give you something here. You're closing your eyes and you feel them getting closer. Now, in this mix here, there might be someone, a woman, that is either a third party or a friend or a part of a group that likes to stir. They like to stir in your absence. I am getting that, she or he, who do they think they are anyway? Why do you look up to this person? They are not even there. What do they do? They're boring. They don't do nothing. There is someone like that amongst this group. Look at me. I'm here. I'm here to play. I'm here to have fun. And this person could be in front of your counterpart or this new person. This person here has also got their eyes closed, but you can't see it here, but they also have an eye open, half open. They know there is someone that is onto them as well, but for some reason they have connected with you, even if they don't know you yet, even if you haven't spoken yet, but they have seen you and they are picking up that you have this mutual connection. This might be love at work, it's something new. But you are tuning into each other here. There is an awakening happening. It is letting go of the outside world. It's letting go of the outside world. And during the awakening that you're going through, many of you, it is that final release for this time about your person, because you may accept a new person's invite. And this is happening right now. If you haven't met this new person, you are simply saying, when I step into the 3D, I am walking away from my twin for the time being because I want to see them evolve. This is very much about releasing one's higher self. This is going to be for those of you that say it is that time of just release. It is the time of saying, you know, I'm happy for this person, whatever they happen, but whatever happens to them, I'm happy for them, but I don't want to be reconnecting, or I might decline their invite. You decline their invite is a tower for them, but they have to deal with it. But it's something like that. You are going to hear want to invest in love, but this could be a new person. This could be another person. But love is here, so it can also be them. But I see here there's something that part of this upgrade that you need to experience, especially for those of you that, I'm seeing, especially for those of you that have been perhaps in a, relationship with your twin, you broke up, and since then you haven't been with anyone else. For those of you, it's requiring here to be with someone else or to experience another path. It's something that you want to do, because only then, after that, you can both close chapters. So it can be for your person, if they have been in a third party situation, even if it's over, like they also need to be with, not to go from that person to someone to you, but rather experience someone, another journey, if it's alone or with them. So it's like a freedom of choice in a way. But here it is, there is going to be two invitations. I see that you have a lot of fun with this invitation. It's bringing you a lot of joy. It is bringing you into that place of manifestation. So it is that, see here, there you're letting go of the outcome. You are surrendering and seeing when, see here, you're surrendering when I follow the faith that I believe in and not looking at the exact outcome, meaning when I open my eyes, maybe in the past when you did that, you expected your person to be there, and probably they were. But what happened was that because you expected them to be there and you pursued it, nothing changed, because when you open your eyes, you need to experience something else. I know it sounds quite deep, but it's something about experiencing something else. There is an invite where you will have, it is, I see that it's your time to shine. Some of you could have experienced lack and loss in love for a very long time. You could be, you could feel that love is, or that you feel that romance has not occurred on your path for a while, and therefore you don't need it. But it's something that will happen, that really will put your soul on fire. But yeah, either way, there's someone here that is trying to cause spanner in the works for a person that is very sort of drawn to you and only you. This person, do not flinch. They are only seeing you at this stage, and someone here is around them feeling, I am here right in front of them, and they want someone, they don't know if they want them. So there's two people, and the person you might be connecting with in the 5D, it could be a Taurus. This person and you are accepting each other's invite in the 5D. You know who this person is when you accept the invite in the 5D. You will find out who this person is in the next 2 weeks. If you put a pen onto the paper when you wake up, regardless of the name that comes down, write it down. And by the end of the 2 weeks, you could find the answer, what it actually means. this could be the one. Someone is around you, strong chemistry, but clearly decide. You are going to reveal your new self. You have been healing here. You're ready to go with the flow. It's a true love and it's safe for you to love because you are loving yourself first. It is very romantic. It doesn't have any attachment. It feels free. This type of love that is happening here, you're going into a period of whoever you next are saying yes to an invite, it's going to be very successful. So I would also here advise, it is that and again, a lot of the stuff that I'm saying in these readings, I can imagine doesn't always make sense with everyone, so therefore definitely check your sign, but it's something to do about the first invite you receive. Think more about what you feel in the moment when you receive the invite. If you feel yes, but actually the person, it says it's something attached to them saying don't do that, for example, but it says go with what you feel at this point. It's just an invite. It says here, it's just an invite. It's not a marriage proposal. So it's something about say yes to the invite. The invite, it is safe. The invite is part of a journey and you're supposed to have that experience. So there might be this kind of, but I got this invite, but this person, they're married, or there's, either way, it says, say yes to the invite. It's just an invite, okay? So and it also advises you to say, don't stop saying but. Okay. I replay our conversations over and over. I wonder if you're happy without me. I could not let you get close to me. And I hope you forgive me one day. So here again, forgiveness. So there is this ongoing forgiveness. I feel you even though we are apart. You are the best thing in my life. The timing wasn't right for us. You know how hard it was to let you go. So there is an invite. I am afraid to contact you. I love you. So, yes. There is, again, this fear. It's very interesting reading because it's almost that, it sounds really weird. This reading is weird. Me getting an allergic reaction to kiwi is also weird. It's something weird. It has to do with this reading is almost to the way of thinking that the actual person here is irrelevant. It has to do with it has to do about saying yes to an invite. It's something to do about say yes to an invite. That's it. Not an apology. Not an no. It's not. You don't have to think 5 years ahead of time. You don't have to think about what happened in the past. It has to do with say yes to the invite, and the closure is in the invite. That's it. The closure is in the invite. Because that invite you will receive what you need. So yeah, there is this fear, ego, and jealousy around someone. Someone's looking at your photos, looking at your stability. There's insane chemistry, want to express their love. So yeah, with the snake in the grass, competition, with the 5 of Wands constantly, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So I'll pull a few cards on this other woman. What this other woman, why it's there. So this other woman here might have been someone that did stab you in the back, but not directly, because this person was, say, getting on with your person. They knew they were with you, but maybe you were a stranger to them. They don't care. Later on, they found out your person have deep feelings for you, but so they're constantly on this revenge. I'm going to be the one. So this could be an unknown enemy. We have here the 7 of Wands. Again, it could be a Sagittarius woman, someone with Sagittarius in their chart. It is someone that have narcissistic tendency that could be also putting that word aside, and be careful with these words, or it comes up on the cards and I do spit them out. It is someone that is actually very kind on the outside, and it will be very confusing to figure out who this person is. Now, I do not want anyone to, because that's not healthy, to go through your archive and look around you and think, who is that snake? It is kind of irrelevant here, because remember, you are the keeper of the faith. And it also actually will, this journey, this is also about you closing your eyes, but let the snake operate anyway, because it will dissolve. Just close your eyes, stay on your journey. Don't feel like you have to have your eyes open because you have to constantly look at the snake, because you're giving it attention. Close your eyes, focus on your journey. This chapter here, if it's meant to be, it will happen. It is irrelevant. Okay, I think we're coming to these cards here. But for every time you see a snake or some kind of behavior, use it, what do you call the tally, right? It's like, okay, when you get to 10, within the 10 days, your upgrade is complete. It can be see it as a sign, not a, oh shit, I shouldn't have closed my eyes. I should have had the eyes wide open. It's not like that. It's not, no one's going to rob you or anything, but it is that stay within your faith, and the faith will steer you where you need to be. So significant change will happen in the year of the rabbit here. The year of the dog and the year of the rabbit, and the year of the dragon, the year of the tiger could be significant. The year of the rooster could be significant. I will use quit while you're ahead, it says. So I think that's what I will do after these, and then I have another round of these advice cards. But this reading is very much on the other side of their fear is you. Is fearing. And if you see here as well in that dragon, you see a peacock. So the dragon stands for Taurus. You have also yin and yang, of course, but it is something about, see someone here, and I haven't seen this before reading a book. This dragon that might just be a dragon. It's like, look how in there you kind of get an impression it's a nice dragon. And they look at the person that is studying. The person that is studying is you. You're studying yourself. And the dragon can also get a hint here to say, I want this beauty here, right? This peacock, but the beauty is not paying attention to me. So someone with Taurus in their chart or year of the dragon could be significant. They're studying you, and actually they're going to find out that they can meet you, but not where they want to meet you. They can meet you inside of that vortex that is the 5D. They can meet you there because you are there and you're ready to talk. Right? There's an invite. The invites can be outside. It can be inside the vortex. It can be inside the 5D. There is the truth of who your person is. The person could have strong Taurus in their chart. The person could be in your work environment. This person look at you as the Holy Grail, as the Empress. Now, this encounter with this person is you are going to release anyone around you that have been lurking, wanting to get close because they think you're single. See here, there is this, I want to get close, I want to get close, I want to get close. They could be, this person, they might have Virgo in their chart, they might have Scorpio in their chart. It is someone around you that is, excuse me. So there, yeah, on the other side here, and whether this is your person or someone else, you decide. You decide. But for now, when you open your eyes, when you come out of this zone, this upgrade, for how long that has taken, there is clear. Then when you open your eyes, you are going to see clearly that a person here is just a Knight of Wands. and not an emperor, for instance. And you see here, no, as far as it comes to them, that's where I jump off. That's your transition and you're fine with it. But on the other side, there is an invite, and the invite does not appear how you expect it to appear. I usually have some, I'm looking for the, yeah. So, this could be a soulmate even. You and this person could be very different. See here, there is, it could be here, the Emperor, it could be your counterpart, could have Aries in their chart, they could have Sagittarius, Leo, maybe not Aries, but I'm getting Sagittarius. So that could be that this person, they have this ongoing third party, or whenever this person is someone, so if you're looking just away from a third party, I see this person, usually it's a Knight of Wands, is someone that they don't have the patience. So they could have got quite close to facing their fears with you, but then because they can't reach you, they think, no, they're not ready. They're like, I give up. So it's someone younger than you that think, oh, what for? I'm young, I want to live. I don't want to, if someone don't give me attention, right? So there is a person like that around you, but you are pushing through. You are pushing through, because what happened with you is that when you given in before to whatever you give into, if that is a kind of big vice, if that is, or maybe this person, whatever it is, you are this time pushing through because you know that it is going to give you a wish fulfillment. It's going to give you abundance. It's going to get your manifestations coming through. See, it's all yellow. It's going to give you that happy times. Right? And it's something that you're pushing through. So that could be, it's something that is difficult, but it's a soulmate. Someone is reaching out to you in the 5D, and this is a very, very, very beautiful union. But at the moment, you're sitting with your eyes closed because you are healing and dealing with something in the 5D that is quite, it's when you open your eyes, you will see so clearly who this person is to you. And again, you decide. There is a choice here, but the choice is not happening outside. It's not happening in the 3D where you have to see the last straw and then you're, okay, I knew it, block this person onto the next. It's not like that. Again, it has to do with something that is happening within you. It has to do with what you're attracting when you're staying in your lane of manifestation, the vortex, right? If you're listening to Abraham Hicks, it is to do with what's happening in that lane. And those experiences that you are going to have in that lane in the next 2 weeks, it's going to be the outcome that you manifest. And when it's going to be very clear to you to stay clear of what isn't for you. Let's put it that way. It's going to be easier for you than what it has been before. You are very close to achieve everything you want, and you're finding a solution, meaning that you are finding a solution to every problem that you might have had by going into this lane. And that is going to be that solution for the rest of your life, that whenever you go into that lane, whatever you do when you're in that lane, you find the answers you're looking for and you find the positive outcome in there. It is colorful, it is very yellow, it's manifestation, and you do not have to pay attention to the 5 of Wands anymore. You just don't have to. And you're going to learn. Some of you might say that, oh, that is the real world. I should, let's say if your mind is conditioned to that every morning in your household, the news are on, but you realize, actually, when I see this news, it gives me bad feeling. But then you might have grown up with someone saying, of course, you're going to be observing for the world. You can't just living in fairy tale land. Or it could just be that you are not someone that get worried about finances, even though the whole world is, or there's something that maybe it doesn't get to you like when it gets to anyone else. So do not flinch and surrender into the norm. If you are able to stay in a lane that looks colorful and rainbows and gold and feeling happy, even if the thought comes to your mind saying, oh gosh, someone needs your help, and you're just ignoring them. That's the feeling you should not let go. But let go of the idea that you're not ready. And do not soothe your pain with momentary pleasures. Continue to make the most out of every open door. Let go, I mean really let go. There is something better on the horizon. I promise you, it does get better. You will break free from all that is no longer serving you. And you remember, and that is the true lesson, right? Is you came here to teach others the way, because here it is the proof that you are that keeper of the faith. And no, it doesn't mean that you are walking outside and shouting in the street and speaking up about it. You know what that means. You're following a new way. And be careful with who you take advice from here. There will be people that is poking in you because they see you are so happy in your lane. And many times you will be thinking, oh, that's it, I'm going to tell this person off, right? And you're going to make mistakes, and it's okay. So sometimes you learn with messing up. But remember that, new chapters require a new version of you. And for those of you that is looking into union, it's looking good here. All right, this was quite the reading. I wish you a wonderful weekend. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you next week.